Good morning, y'all. So I'm actually going to tell you about the dreams I had last night first and then try to come back to the ones I had the other night. But I'm gonna try to do it in a way where I don't give you every detail of the dream and I hit the high points, right? This first one, I'm actually gonna put two dreams together. So in the first dream, I had some family that owed me some money. And I knew when I was standing at the sink in the dream that they had kind of did this before, right? And so they knew that when they had took certain things from me, and really it was like food, like they had got certain things from me and I was at my mom and them house, they knew that they had to pay me back. One really had absolutely no intention to pay me back. The other one tried to pay me back and like short the amount that was owed. I also want to point out that with the one who actually tried to pay me back but skimped it, they had a lot going on because I had insight to that. Now, these aren't actually family members that owe me money, but he was just giving me insight, okay? And so let's start with the one who really had no intention to. I was like, yo, sis, like, you owe me, for that. And she, like, had I not said nothing, she was never going to pay me back. Okay, help me, Holy Spirit. But then when I said something, she was like, I'll have it to you on the 3rd. And I remembered that, and y'all know I don't do dates and times and stuff. Like, I usually don't remember that. But I remember that she said she'll have it to me on the 3rd. And I was like, okay. And then the other one, when they paid me, I was like, they really owed me like 50, but they had gave me like 12. Don't take those numbers to heart because I was just throwing them out there. That was around the number. Like, he didn't give me back exactly how much he owed. And thought I wasn't going to notice. Now, here's the strange part. We were talking about money, but I was standing at the sink and I was counting pieces of like spinach, y'all. Right? Like, when I woke up this morning, I was like, wait a minute, we was talking about money, but I was counting spinach. Like, what? Check this out. While I was talking to them, while I was telling the one cousin, like, you owe me for that. And they were telling me when they were going to give it to me on the 3rd. And then when I was asking the other cousin about what was going on with them and all that, and hey, like, this isn't the amount, like, because had I not said nothing, he also would have not gave me the full amount. Why did the spinach start like growing and becoming fruitful and multiplying in the sink? It went from little shriveled up scraps of spinach that he gave me to these big like green pieces of like spinach, and then now lettuce and like another one. Like, y'all, ooh, it was a spring mix. Okay. A spring mix. And so when I woke up, God was talking to me about pretty much like the fruitfulness, right? Because that's like vegetation. That's produce. Okay. Come on, Holy Spirit. And it was multiplying and becoming bountiful. Is that a word? Because that's what just came to mind. Bountiful in the process of me being like, hey, you owe me this, you owe me this, and like not letting it slide. It was becoming more. It was like truly like growing in the sink when I was rinsing off what they did give me, okay? And making sure they knew they owed me, okay? So I don't know who that's for. And actually, I'm going to make this one. I did just look that up. Bountiful means a large quantity, right? Producing a large quantity or abundant, okay? But it also means to give generously. So even though I'm telling y'all in the dream, like they owed me, I was impressed, but I still let them know. Like, it wasn't like, no, hey, you gonna run me my money. It wasn't like that. It was acknowledging the fact that they did indeed owe me for that, but I was not pressed, okay? Especially when I was talking to the one and I was asking him like what was going on with him, and he was telling me, like, that is when it actually started to become abundant. Help me, Holy Spirit, okay? When I was asking the first one who really could care less because it was like the get over type of situation, okay? And they said they was going to give it to me on the 3rd, but the other one who actually tried to pay me back what they had, and I was asking them what was going on, even though it was less It was less than what they owed me when I was rinsing off the pieces of scrapped spinach that they gave me, right? That is when it became a spring mix. And what I'm hearing is a spring harvest. It was abundant, okay? But bountiful came to mind because it means abundant, but it also means giving generously, okay? So I don't know who that's for, but listen. It's a spring mix. It's a spring harvest. And when I tell y'all, like, literally, it went from like little, you know how withered up spinach be looking, like he had just gave me like the scraps, to literally the sink was like becoming filled with all of this lettuce, like this spring mix of greens. Okay. So God bless y'all.